Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, let's get the elephant out of the room. I moved into a new apartment. This is my new work from home setup. It's quite cool. It's boosting productivity, so I'm very happy with the change. But we're not here to talk about the view. We're not here to talk about my new apartment. What we're here to talk about is a story. I want to tell you a story, and this story will lead into the main piece of the video, which is the new agreement that I want to put in place with my copiers and future copiers as well. So the story starts in 2017. I've moved into a new country. I'm from Italy. I moved to Australia for work, working for one of the leading and largest consulting firms in the world in financial services, working for the largest financial institutions in the world. And so I had this new job basically, and I was already managing around 7 accounts in Italy and 1 in Australia, and I came across eToro, and I was like, eToro is quite cool. I thought eToro's got the copy trading function. eToro's got crypto. It's quite easy to use. It's a great customer experience. I was actually one of the first clients, I would assume, in 2017, or at least, well, they already had thousands of clients, right? But it wasn't as big as it is now in Australia. So I started trading with eToro, and I was like, let me just check out this copy trading function. I want to see if it actually works and everything. So I started checking that out, and it wasn't working. Like, it was totally fine. I really liked it. I was managing money on other accounts, so I didn't need another one. So, and I just deposited a few $100 just to test it out. And then I started buying crypto, and then I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna let these guys do their jobs. You know, I'm just gonna carry on. I'm gonna manage my other accounts. And then I came back maybe a month or 2 later, because you don't need to check the markets every day, by the way, if you're copy trading. And I came back 1 or 2 months later, and I noticed that I had fees debited to my account because of the copy, and these guys deposited a lot of money, and I couldn't afford to deposit more money. So I was like, this is not really a great customer experience, to be completely honest with you, or at least it wasn't for me. Now, my opinion is just my personal opinion. It's no one else's opinion, and you know the drill, right? So I was like, okay, I don't particularly like that. And then so I stopped copying for these very reasons. And then so I went on my way. 2019 was pretty great. I started investing in companies like Facebook, the Nasdaq especially, which is what I specialize in. Facebook, Amazon, and then I bought crypto and I sold crypto. I traded a lot, and it all went pretty well. And then in 2020, the coronavirus hit the markets, and I was like, yo, let's deposit a shit ton of money now. Let's deposit a shit ton of money into eToro. My account manager called me up and was like, let's have a chat. So we started having these conversations with my account manager, and it was actually probably the main and only reason why I decided to become a popular investor, because we were having these chats around the markets, gold, inflation, back in March 2020. We were already talking about inflation, how it would play out, and all of the different commodities and crypto and all of the jazz, and how it would all pan out and how it will all play out together. So we started having these conversations, and at some point it was like, why don't you become the popular investor? Since you didn't like copy trading out people because you can't control the deposits, you can't control fees, you can't control leverage and all of that, just why don't you become one? Because you know what you're talking about. I was like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. I never thought about that. So I was like, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just sell some of my crypto in order to lower my risk score. And then I lowered my risk score into 5 or 6 at the time, I think. And then, yeah, I got accepted into the Popular Investor Program, and then I started enjoying it. I started enjoying, like, communicating to my copiers. I started enjoying, like, having followers that commented on my posts and sharing ideas with this community, because there are some very great talents on the eToro feed as popular investors as well as copiers. So I started really enjoying that, and I've decided now to be the popular investor that I've never had. And basically what it means for me, it's very simple. It actually doesn't take a genius or a Nobel Prize, whatever it is, to come up with this, which is communicate with your copiers every single day or every second day, or at least once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. That's fine, but just tell them what you have in mind. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my copiers informed at every step of the way. every single week or twice a week, whatever, you know what's up in my mind. You know what I'm doing. If I make some specific trades, huge trades, or balancing my portfolio, I'm communicating to you, and you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, YouTube, eToro, ask me questions. I always reply to everyone because I value transparency and honesty above all, and communication, obviously. So, and you need to know who you're investing your money in. Okay, so that's why I'm putting all of this information to the public to be consulted. Again, LinkedIn, Google, I've done a few interviews through eToro as well, so everything, honestly, and very transparent. And then second thing is, I want you to be in a position to deposit your money, leave it there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 months without even checking your account, knowing that your money is being put to work by Daphne17, which is my name on the platform, and that you know that you're not gonna get charged daily fees or fees to your account that will probably put your balance negative or whatever they do. I think it's taken out of the copy. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I want you to live the best experience possible. I want you to go to bed knowing that you're not gonna get charged daily fees because I have decided to invest in assets that would cause you to pay daily fees. Not just because of leverage. There are some assets on eToro that you have to pay daily fees for, and that makes a lot of sense because they're open more often than other type of assets, asset classes, and everything. So what I want to do really is just make sure that you can stay calm and relaxed, knowing that your money is working for you. Okay, so no leverage, no assets that will cause you to pay daily fees. But also, I want to make sure that I'm not going to deposit money when you can't afford to deposit as well. So I haven't deposited any money whatsoever in the last probably 12 months or so. I need to check, but I have way enough to become an elite pro. But yeah, the bottom line is I'm not going to make deposits that you can't match. Now, I'm not quite sure whether I can commit to this just yet. But I'm gonna try to do as much as I can, and if I get feedback from my community to say do not do this, I will not do it. And I'm very 90% convinced that I can commit to this. I just need to run a few numbers in my head because I actually like eToro as a platform and I want to use it to retire. So I dollar cost average in and invest more and more and more and more. And then last two rules that I want to put down with you guys is I'm going to beat the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq consistently, right? Year on year. I'm not if I couldn't do that, you shouldn't be investing in me. Okay, just investing in the S&P, buy the ETF, don't buy the other one that will cause you to pay daily fees. Buy the ETF, buy the QQQ, do something and do not invest in me if I can't fulfill this promise. Honestly, I'm asking you, you know. And another thing, always pay off your credit cards before you invest. Okay, don't invest in me if you still have a debt on your credit card. Pay it off. Come back and invest for the long term. Otherwise, investing in the short term will cause you to make rash decisions, panic sell, panic buy. Don't do that, okay? Fantastic. And then last but not least, I'm going to provide you with, to the best of my ability, obviously the best risk to return ratio. My portfolio is not a risk to and make 2% a year, 3% a year, whatever that is. My portfolio is designed to make sure that we beat the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. In order to do that, we need to take on slightly more risk. I'm not gonna get to 7 again. We never ever get to 7. That's another rule. We never ever get to a risk score of 7, because if I do that, then you guys can add funds and copy open positions, right? So I don't want to put you in that situation as well. Plus, I don't get compensated by the platform and all of that shit. So obviously, it's my interest. It's in my interest as well not to reach that point, right? Okay. Last but not least, what I really suggest people doing is dollar cost average in. As I dollar cost average into stocks, you should also consider dollar cost averaging into our fund, our portfolio, because that's how you retire. And I'm going to write a post about why compounding returns and compounding interest is considered to be the 8th wonder of the world. Okay guys, this is the end. I really hope that you like this video, because I really like just sitting down here, first video in the new house and a new apartment rather, and just telling you a story, and then telling you a story about how I got to know my account manager that is amazing. amazing. I got to become the best version of myself, and why I hold this so dearly to my heart. Okay, look, see you next time. Let me know what you think in the comments below, as always, and I'm always available for a chat. See ya, guys.